Recording, great. Hey, my name's David Longden with Northwest in Motion, and I'm at the top of Montreux Hill, kind of near Issaquah, Washington. And we've got a couple guys who are doing an Everesting attempt here. So first with Issaquah.
Hey, Dan Rossano, first time up here. So figured, hey, let's do an Everest on it.
Awesome. And the veteran.
Daniel Perry.
All right.
Yeah.
So Daniel Rossano, talk about where'd you come from and how do you get interested in Everesting?
So I've came from Connecticut, and in Connecticut things are pretty flat. So coming out here, I just kind of been doing all the big climbs, and seeing Dan Perry, doing the double Everesting last year was just a big inspiration, and I wanted to give it a shot.
Cool.
So here I am.
Awesome. What are you? So what's your goal for today? Are you going for the full Everest?
I'm going for the full Everest.
And how long do you think it's going to take you?
It's probably, I'll be here, the sun's going to be down, I got my lights, it'll be probably another 9 hours or so.
Oh, wow.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Should be fun.
Good luck. All right, Daniel Perry, you've done this a bunch of times. You're kind of the veteran of this area in Washington. Talk about the lessons you've learned from previous attempts and what you're applying to this effort.
Yeah, lessons, I guess, like when we were talking about planning this, it's like bring all the junk food, like everything that you crave at the end of a really long ride, like bring that with you, because that's what you eat the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it's a low enough effort level you can like digest food.
Okay.
So eating whole food and leave the bars and gels alone unless you really need it.
Right. Good idea.
But yeah, just lots of changes of clothing. I guess the biggest thing, like experience-wise from other ones, is just pacing. This is the hardest hill I've done out of all of them. It's the steepest. So
okay.
Being able to change my pacing and take care of my back and my knees, because they haven't been too happy recently.
Okay.
And, yeah, so just trying to modulate everything. It's
great.
So far working.
And why'd you guys choose this hill?
It's kind of like the twin sister to Zoo Hill.
Yeah.
And that was the first one that I did. So it's kind of like the logical next step. Nobody's done it yet.
Has anybody? I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, no,
okay.
nobody's done this one yet.
No.
Sweet.
At least that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean, surprise.
Yeah, right.
But, and it's local, like super convenient. We planned this like Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So 3 days of
Weather window, let's go for it. Yeah, nice.
So and I haven't done a steep one yet, so that was kind of like the next thing to see.
Okay.
We wanted to, after the double Everesting, our goal, like Fabi and I, to try to make them faster.
Yeah.
Because someday we'd like to go farther, but to go farther you really run into like a sleep barrier.
Yeah.
So you got to pick steeper climbs so that you can get more elevation faster. So this will be a good test for that, I guess.
Cool. What's that jersey you have on?
Yeah, so Hell's 500, they're the group that kind of, I don't know, monitors, or they have the Hall of Fame for Everesting.
Yeah.
So Australian group.
Awesome.
That put it together, so that's their club or whatever.
Yeah. And did you see we had a local woman who was the first woman in the world to Everest on foot?
Oh wow, no, I didn't see that one.
So,
oh, wow.
yeah, so this woman named Jess Mullen, who's she's one of our top ultra running athletes, and
oh, she's local.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Wow.
She lives in Seattle. She's a nutritionist. If you need help getting off that junk food.
Yeah.
I actually went to her I was experimenting with high-fat, low-carb kind of approach to diet, and she helped me with that. Anyway, as part of her training, she needed just a long thing, and her coach knew about Everesting and said, "Why don't you try it on foot?" And so she Everested Chirico Hill, which goes up to Poo Poo Point.
Oh, okay. Tiger.
It's about, yeah, Tiger, yep. And I think for her it was a little over 24 hours. On foot? Yeah.
So she descended it on foot also?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. See, that was Fabian talked about that, and he's like, that would be the hard part.
Yeah.
There's no coasting.
Yeah, no, that, it shreds your quads.
Yeah.
And that particular hill, like I would say the first half mile or so of it, I'm guessing, is a stairway, basically rocks cut into this into a stair pattern. It's pretty hard. I've done like 5 of them. That same day they had something called the Chirico 10 Pete, which is to do 10 hill repeats, and it's just more of a kind of a social experience. But
she decided to keep going.
well, she started the night before, actually.
Nice.
So anyway, it would be cool if you guys could hook up with her at some point, because it'd be interesting to know, like, the differences between
for
cycling.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, have a great afternoon and into the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Thank you.
See you, dude.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.